Hello guys and welcome to today's video. We're going to be going over SST anomalies and stuff like we did last week here. And also at the end we're going to be looking at CSU's hurricane seasonal forecast, and we're going to be comparing it to what they had in the year 2020. Alright, let's get started here. And as you can see, here is the sea surface temperatures. These were updated as of the 8th, so which is today obviously. And as you can see, it's good. The 26s and 27s are starting to progress even farther north than the last time. As you can see, there's some yellows and oranges trying to creep into the Gulf of Mexico here. Um, it's only a matter of time before these start to pop and bubble here, because now we're getting into some of the hottest days to come. In April onwards, it's just gonna get hotter and hotter and hotter until these water temperatures are pretty much boiling hot. As you can see here in the Caribbean, this is plenty warm enough to withstand tropical development of any type, whether it's tropical depression, tropical storm. It's borderline for hurricanes, but it should be there soon enough. Um, it's mostly 26s, 27s, and there's some 28s here that are trying to build on in here in the Caribbean. And we're gonna go out here to in the MDR region, and there's still some work to be done here before that point in time where tropical waves start to you know percolate, percolate. I should say percolate, um, off Africa, and it's just not there yet. We're still below the threshold, but as you see down here, we're in the 28s and 29s down here in the way southern MDR, and getting off of Africa here. Even some of these temperatures off the coast of Africa are around the 90s. So let's just let that you know build in your brain a little bit. We're already seeing 90s off of Africa this time of year. But yes, as we go forward in time, these are going to start going upward and covering more of the MDR region. All right, here are the sea surface temperature anomalies based off the 1981 to 2010, averages and what have you. As you can see, we still have a cool pool here, um, indicative of a waning La Nina here. It's slowly dying away, and it's only a matter of time before we could go into cool neutral, which I think it might be already there, if I say so myself. Um, we're gonna just have to see what happens with this as we go forward in time. But as you see, there's a real cool down here, just west of South America here. So who knows if this is gonna start moving westward to fill in the gaps here of the dying blues here. All right, so here that was the daily temperature anomaly. Now we're gonna look at the 7-day anomaly, and as you can see, yeah, it's definitely warmed up a hell of a lot in this region, as you can tell by the reds that are the oranges and reds are starting to pop up here in the Enso 3.4 region here. Um, who knows how long this warming trend is going to last? Some people say it's going to last a little bit and then go down back to La Nina during peak months of the hurricane season. But anything can happen from here until that point in time. Me personally, we will. I think we will also go back to La Nina at some point by the end of the hurricane season. That's just how I feel about it. And normally, when we have La Nina years, we usually double dip down to La Nina again on a second year, more times than any. So let's let that sink in for a few moments too, because during most La Nina events, there's 2 years that La Nina happens. So that's also why I believe that and the climatology is in La Nina's favor to once again make it there again. Okay, let's see. Uh, Speaking of Nino 3.4 region, as you can see, it's been on quite a roller coaster ride since January. Um, it wasn't but 4 months ago, or not 4 months ago, but 3 months ago, where we were down to -0, or not -0. We all have those days, guys. We all have those days. -1 here on the chart, and it stayed there pretty consistently for a few weeks, and then as you can see, it started to build and build back up. Let's until we hit here. Let's make a mental note here that point in -0.5 is the start of cool La Nina. So once it gets past that line going up, that's cool neutral, and it's been there for quite a while. So we're definitely in a cool neutral right now. So as you can see, since March, it's tried to go back down, but it keeps on going back up, and then try to go down again, and then back up. And it looks like it's trying once again to make a decrease in those sea surface temperatures in the Enso 3.4 region. So once again, we're gonna have to really pay attention to this almost constantly every single day to see if it goes up or down, up and down. Like I said, somewhere between peak season, we're probably going to go back down to La Nina. That's just my personal opinion on the studying that I do and how La Ninas work throughout the years. All right. So with that being said, we're going to take a look at Colorado State University's hurricane forecast for 2020 first to kind of compare what's about to happen here. All right, so we're going to be taking a look here at issue date 2 April 2020. So right here it says named storms. The average is 12.1, right? They had 16. Named storms days, 59.4. They predicted 80. Hurricanes, 8. Hurricane days, 35. Major hurricanes, 4. Major hurricane days, 9. Accumulated cyclone ACE energy, or well, we're just gonna call it ACE because that's the second blunder I've had this video. We all make them. The ACE points are 150. Net tropical cyclone activity is 160. And obviously, as you can see, by the absorbed 2020 activity through November 30th, we had 30 named storms, 118 named storm days, 13 hurricanes, 34.75 hurricane days, major hurricanes 6, major hurricanes days 8.75, ACE 180, net tropical cyclone activity 225. So as you can see, it was a super busy active season for the record books last year. Here's what we're looking at for 2020 when it comes to Colorado State University. Named storms 17. Named storms days 80. Let's see what they put on here. Yep, named storm days 80. So it's kind of equaling up to what they had last year. Okay, hurricanes 8. That's what they had last year. Hurricane days 35. Hurricane days, yep, same as last year, 35. Major hurricanes 4. Major hurricane days 9. And 150 ACE points. So everything pretty much adds up to last year, besides the named storms, which is up by 1, 17. Now, this puts up some red flags for me, like really, really, really put up some red flags up for me. Because normally, you guys know that Colorado State University is mostly conservative. They're mostly conservative. So this is very worrying to me that we might actually make it through to all of the names again this year. And it all depends if that were to happen, we would have to lower ourselves back down to La Nina, which is currently forecasted to do. So I'm not gonna say my opinions right now because I'm gonna save my predictions for another video. But all I'm saying is, guys, be ready because it's gonna be a super busy hurricane season again. Probably not to the scale of 2020, but I do think that we might exhaust the list again. And this is just, as I said, this is just my opinion on what I feel about it, and looking at the current setups compared to last year, and they're looking pretty similar. So please be prepared for hurricane season. We're only 54 days away. I believe we're 54. Yeah. Anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I'll be back again next Thursday with another tropical update video. You have a nice day.